What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's popping? What's good with you? What's up, Emily Crawford? And what's up, Felicia Butler, Hattie Bird, Mississippi? What's up, Love Angel? How you doing? What's popping with you? What's up, Keisha Osborne? How you doing? I am watching. Yes, I know. I was watching that too as well. Like, Lord have mercy. It's all love. Sagittarius booze in the house. What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's going on? Hey, what's up, White? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, there's a whole lot going on, but in any event, Little Kim is out here trending on Twitter, and I don't know why. I guess they're liking her outfits. I guess that's the situation. But you guys, make sure you go check out my YouTube shorts, because there's some interesting videos on there for you guys to check out. It's very good to check it out with a cell phone, but in any event, check out my YouTube shorts. So what's going on? So we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, the reunion, little sneak peek part 2. So we're going to get into that situation. But before we start, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? It's good to see you, Twiggly. What's going on? Hey, baby. Hey, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Candice real quick. So this is, what I've been thinking about when it comes to Candice. Okay, Candice is, to me, Candice is the most beautifulest girl on the show. I think she looks better than each and every one of the girls that are on the show. I think she got the best body on the show. I think she got the best look on the show. And before, what's her name, Ascala came, she was like the best dressed on the show. Besides Karen coming through, you know what I mean? And she looks like she's the youngest, on the show as well. She looks younger than Ashley, in my opinion. She looks like the youngest. She got the little small body. She does look like a Barbie. Instead of saying Darby Barbie, it should be Candice Barbie, In any event, like, she got this look. She got a lot going on for herself. And it's just like, why does it seem like she's on TV being portrayed as the most miserable as one? It's like, everyone says Gizelle is miserable, but we haven't seen no really happy moments with Candice this whole season. Like, we don't even see Candice happy, enjoying things and just having fun. Like, she's ready for a confrontation, or she's ready for anything to pop off. She's just ready, and you got to stay on ready. But for her to look the youngest, she's not the youngest, but you know what I mean? And then having no children, so she don't have the responsibility of taking care of children, worrying about children's futures and things of that nature, even though she's a stepmom when it comes to Chris Bassett. But how come we don't see, like, her living fabulous? Like, how come we don't see, like, her, like, having little cocktails parties in her house just off a GP? You know what I mean? How come we don't see her enjoying herself? Why is she, like, the most miserable is one, like, with the storyline, the way that they capture it? It's like she's never happy. And then on top of that, it's a mess that, she's so young. She's so beautiful. She's very articulate. And then on top of that, she got a music career popping off. And then she's with this guy that don't got a job. She's with this guy that got all these extra kids. She's with this guy that's overweight now. She's with this guy that drinks a lot. Like, damn, like, it just seems like she's just mad miserable, and not happy. And then when it comes to now, she's beefing with her mom. So that's a whole nother situation. She's beefing with her mom now. It's like she got so many problems for a woman that shouldn't have so many problems, because, the pavement, the red carpet was laid out to her. She's a trust fund baby. She's a trust fund kid. And it just looked like she made all the decisions just kind of to be unhappy. Lord have mercy. What's up, Raheem Charles? What's up, Ralph? How you doing? What's going on? And it's just like, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Sweet Brown Sugar 504? True, but they don't show enough of what the housewives go through, period. Yeah, it's like we don't see anything happy with her. We don't see anything fun with her. We don't see her living a life. And she should be the one that's most living the life, because she doesn't have any children. and things of that nature. She's supposed to come from this wealthy background. She got a trust fund. She just brought a $1.2 million house. It's just like you don't see her. It's like you can't really connect to her being lavish. You can't connect to her having fun. You can't connect to her being happy. You can't connect to her just being like the young girl in a group having a good time. And like forget what these heathens are over here saying about me. Girl, I'm over here doing what I do. And you don't get none of that from her. You just get miserable. Like she's up there with Gizelle with with being miserable. So it's just like one of them situations. I was just like, so that was just my thoughts on the situation. Like, damn, like Candice should be out here shining. Candice should be having all types of contests in her house. She should be having all types of parties with her and her husband, her friends, just living a lifestyle, going to a exquisite, just going to fancy places and doing things, like shining, because she doesn't have all that. Like she doesn't have, this and this and that. She don't have to worry about the kids. And just like, we don't see none of that from her. It's just like, I don't know why they don't show it, because she should be the one that everyone be like, damn, I want to be like Candice. Candice is doing the damn thing. Candice is living it up. But that's not happening. I think she's looking for a father figure. She has a father, but I don't know what's going on with that situation. I don't feel sorry for Candice. No. You just made me laugh with that. That's the first thing you said. But in any event, so when it gets down to the situation, so the second part of the reunion, is about to go down, and we'll be here on Sunday to talk about the situation. But in any event, right now it seems like Candice and Miss Mia is going back to back, and that's just the situation. Mia's basically being called out for bringing her mother on the show and using her for a storyline, because that's how Candice feels. Candice feels like you parade your mother around here for a storyline. Mia jumps into the situation and she goes, my mother came onto the show because she wanted to inspire people. She wanted to be an inspiration to people. And Candice said it didn't seem like that. Not from the story that you would not Candice said it didn't seem like that. Not the story that your mother was telling, or how she told it, or there was one little sit down that Mia had with her mom, that it was a nice sit down where the mom was expressing a lot of things and telling her story. But then we had the other sit down where you got Mia really cuting her mother on national TV about things that happened in the past, nothing that she can do about it, nothing she can change. And I know she already said sorry. So it seems like Mia was drilling into her mother, which wasn't fair. And then Mia saying that, oh my God, if my mother relapsed, it's going to be because of you. No, because of you, Candice. It's most likely going to be because of you, because you brought your mother on the show to be a part of a syndicated show that everybody watches. And then she's telling her past. People might like it and people might not like it. But in any event, that's just the situation. Candice is too spoiled, and it shows. It's just like she's not happy. It's like she don't get no happiness. It's like we don't see nothing good from Candice. We don't see her happy. We don't see her enjoying herself. We don't see her shopping. We don't even see our house looking like it's supposed to be looking. You know what I mean? It's just like, girl, what did you do? Where did you go wrong? Did you go wrong with marrying this guy that got these kids and these bills, and you're trying to live beyond your means for this show, and it's really just sucking you dry? And then on top of that, you beefing with your mother over your husband, and you and your husband was sucking your mama dry. That's why your mom had a bedroom, a place to stay, a guest room, or put your name on it, because her money has to be tied into the situation. Your mama's on TV talking about she paying your bills. She's paying the bills even with your husband's name on it. Like, that should not even be a part of the situation, because she's supposed to be the most glamorous housewife. No children. You know what I mean? She don't got no job. She don't work nowhere, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? All her job, every now and then she get an acting gig and things of that nature. And now she's doing music. Like, there should be all types of videos of Candice having a good time. Candice just, living, to the top. But it seems like she can't do all that, because all her money is going to keeping the household together, keeping the house together, keeping that mansion, furnituring it the best way they can, and paying the bills through her trust fund and through maybe some of her investments. And then this show, and now her husband's not working. He's getting cooking gigs. How often is he getting cooking gigs? And how much is he spending? Is he losing more money then he is gaining from cooking gigs, just to say that he's cooking. And then now his job is to sit and manage her. And then when we see him managing her, he messes up on her video shoot. I think she was happy at the video shoot, but at the same time, your mama wanted to bring you down at the video shoot because she feel like the man that you marry is using you and don't got no job, and she's tired of paying the bills. She's tired. And then y'all gonna cut her out and not kind of want her around when she's paying your bills. If you had a better, decent relationship with your mama, it'll be so much better between you and your husband. Y'all was sucking her money dry, and then now you want to act like she can't speak her mind and talk her issue. She want to talk, especially if she's paying for your lifestyle, especially if she's paying for everything and you're calling her up for money. So therefore, Miss Dorothy got the right to say what she want to say, how she want to say it. Because if she ain't doing nothing for you and she ain't signing no checks, she ain't paying the bills, then she ain't got nothing to say. But in any event, that's just what I think about Candice's situation. I just think that it's a waste. Like her time, her part on the show is like wasted because she got everything, and it just looks like she's scratching, for some type of stay, for some type of happiness, for some type of things. And every time we see her on TV, what's she doing? If she's not arguing with the girl, she's arguing with her husband. She's disrespecting her husband, talking to him like he's a child. And the reason why she can do that is because she's paying all the bills, and then her attitude too as well. The same way she treats her mother is the same way now she's treating her husband on TV. And it's just like, you're supposed to be with a lavish guy. I mean, you got no kids, you got no debt, you got none of that going on. So the guy that you choose to marry is way older than you, got a drinking problem allegedly, and overweight. And then on top of that, he's bald. And then on top of that, he don't got the big money. At least Ashley, when she got her kryptonite, her kryptonite got money, even though he don't let her spend it. But she could do them things, but Michael ain't gonna let her. But in any event, so you got that situation going on. And so Mia and Candice basically going back and forth with the situation. And Candice was asked, like, if you would have known about Mia's mother, how would your response be? She said it would have been different. And Mia was like saying, like, she just wanted her to get to understand her mother. You never gave her mother a chance to understand her. Candice says, I wish I did have the opportunity to understand your mother, but you were so rude and so disrespectful, so I didn't even it didn't even go there. But the same thing about it is, your mother's a psychiatrist. You grew up in a house with nothing but, I think your father's a doctor, maybe. And then at the same time, you got to take the basic psychology courses, because now you're working on your master's, or she's working on her doctorate. And it was like, you don't even need me to explain to you how her mother is. And I don't think she wanted to get to know her mother. I think that's the shot that she can use to throw at her, because her mother is in a better predicament. But at the same time, your mother's out here dragging you. And that's like a bad situation. You got the cast dragging you and your mama dragging you. And then we see your husband trying to plead with you to change, to be better, trying to hold you down, getting into altercations with you, trying to drag you out of restaurants and things of that nature. And he's such a softie, he can't even pick you up and carry you out. That's how much of a backbone that your husband don't have. So I'm just like, Lord have mercy. I was just thinking about this. I don't know what y'all are saying, but hey, Your Majesty, what's going on? Trisha D, I am confused why people so upset about your mama jokes. Yeah, nobody's upset no more. It's been too much time passed. Okay, so in any event, so that's the situation. So I'm just like, okay. And when it comes to, it's just like, Candice should have a better spirit, and she doesn't have a spirit. She has a spirit of a woman that has been beat down by the world, that got a house full of 85 kids, no baby daddy in sight, and just been broke and poor, can't get her hair done, can't get her nails done, don't got shampoo to wash her hair, don't got tissue in her house. Like, Candice comes off like that on the show, when her life, where she was brought up from, is so different. Like, why is it just so miserable looking? Like, it's not like something that you aspire to be. You know what I mean? And that's what she should bring to the show, and she doesn't. And also, let's talk about this reunion. What is missing from this reunion? What is missing from this reunion is that they're so busy trying to change Candice and tell Candice, you wrong, when they should be sitting there reading her down to the ground. You know, Wendy's going to jump in and help her. A scholar may jump in to say something, but you guys are sitting there trying to change her behavior, trying to be her big sister. She don't want to be your big sister, you to be her big sister. She don't even listen to her mother. She's basically telling us that her mother, you know, has to hit the road for now because, you know, the bald, overset drinker, you know, don't want to talk to my mother when she's been financing our life forever. So she ain't gonna take nothing that they're saying. What they should do is reading her. At least Mia's trying to read her. Gizelle's trying to, but they ain't got no reads. Like, they should be reading her. It should be tag team, double team. Let me read you for everything you ever said. And they sitting there scared. So you so busy worried about, oh, she goes below the belt, and yes, she does. But why ain't you guys reading her back? The reunion, you supposed to read. You're supposed to be reading that wig she got on. You're supposed to be reading her forehead hair. You're supposed to be reading her life. Like, girl, how can you even say this to me when this and that? Y'all should be throwing it up in her face and read her with the real facts of her life, and y'all ain't doing it. Y'all sitting there crying and complaining. And Candice changed. She ain't gonna change. You know why? Because she getting a reaction out of you, and she likes being the villain. Then at the same time, she can turn around and cry. So that's what's wrong with the reunion. What's wrong with the reunion? The ladies ain't reading her. They need to be reading Candice. They need to be talking everything that they can say about her. They all. What did Karen say? Karen said that she didn't want to get in the line. Karen said nobody wants to get in the line of fire with your deadly reads and things of that nature. No, y'all need to get in the line of fire. She ain't gonna never learn until you read her down to the ground. Y'all are scared. Oh my God, you see her life? You see what she's going through, what she's supposed to be, what she's supposed to have and projecting. She's not doing that. So why you guys sitting there like y'all are all scared of Candice? Like Candice is some big bad wolf. Like, they get on my nerves. What is Majestic talking about? I have no idea. I'm just talking ish. Hey, what's up, Your Majesty? I said Majestic, my bad. What are you doing? I don't even know what you're saying. Child, they don't want that smoke with Candice. It's like, damn. Like, well, then they all need to go to classes. They need, and that's what the reunion's supposed to be about, you reading each other. Okay, you talk about this, but y'all sitting there, oh, change, Candice. Would you change? I can't take it. Change, Candice. We trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something right now. Candice turned around and said, would you think I'm going to stop my reads and my landing to make y'all feel better? She just threw it in your face. Y'all sitting there, oh, Candice changed. Candice said, who, when, what, how? Like, girl. So right now... Hey, Mary. I'm like, Lord, like, they getting on my nerves. Like, they sitting there begging Candice to change. Since when is a reunion where people beg somebody to change? They beg somebody to stop saying what they're saying. They beg the person to be nice. They beg the person to stop cutting deep. They beg the person. Why they sitting there begging Candice? Even Andy is begging Candice. Like, y'all are weak. It just seems weak. Like, why they begging Candice to change? Oh, Candice, change. Oh, Candice, stop. Candice, you cut deep. Candice is like, I don't care. Y'all show me a weakness. Candice got 1,000 weakness. But y'all are showing all together as a collective, minus Wendy, minus a scholar, your weakness towards what she says. So now Candice is going to cut even deeper and even harder. Wait till next season if she get a peach. Since when is a reunion where everybody... I know, Special. They are trying to get Special K. What's up? How you doing, baby? I know they're trying to get her off the show, but at the same time, they look weak too as well. They look weak. Like, you guys are so scared of what this girl's saying. Half of the stuff, it don't even hit that hard. It's just like you worried about what people think of what people say, and you think that her reads are better when y'all can get together and just read tag team, double team. There's so much that Candice put out here, and it's just like, I've never seen a reunion where everyone is begging, even the host. Please change, Candice. Candice, just change, Lord. Change, Candice. Like, Candice. So this reunion is about that. So that's what's missing, is they're not reading. They are begging. They're begging Candice. And yes, they are trying to get Candice off the show because Karen mentioned it, that what about if we stop responding to you? What if we stop responding to what you say, because we are not going to jump in a line of fire, for your deadly reads. And so that right there tells you that what if we start responding? So that's basically trying to ice her out. And we already know Monique tried to ice her out, and what? It backfired, and Monique is not on the show. And right now they can't really ice her out because Wendy is the new Charlotte, the new star of Real Housewives of Potomac. So therefore, if Wendy and Candice can make things interesting amongst each other, and then you get a scholar, brought into the situation, so they really can't ice her out like that. But they can very well try, so we'll see. But in any event, Andy's begging, Candice to stop, and they might want to remove her, but at the same time, it just makes like y'all look weak. That's all. It just makes y'all look weak. That's what it is. Like, y'all begging this girl to stop. Like, come on. So in any event, Mia basically, she is fed up with the situation, and she is pissed off with Candice because Candice said, you don't paraded your mother around here on TV, and I didn't get a chance to understand what your mother was saying because you was being too disrespectful. Okay, so Candice was saying that, and then Candice said, like, and so Mia's telling Candice, you were being rude. Won't you shut the F up? Let me talk. And so Mia's talking. Mia's trying her best, to combat Candice, but I don't know why they just don't read her with the facts. That's all you got to do. Read her with the facts. In any event, read about that brownstone. Oh my God, hold on. Before we do all that, what's that girl's name? A scholar. I don't mean to laugh, y'all. I ain't trying to laugh. But I know I did see this before when Mia did this, and where is the scholar? Okay, here she go. So I remember I did a video on the tweet that Mia wrote to a scholar. Lord, you tell me, okay, you guys tell me this. Did a scholar meet Robyn and the clown house projects of the townhouse? Because Robyn live in them small miniature clown houses, apartment complex, aka PJs, aka the hood. So did a scholar and Robyn meet in the projects of the townhouses? That's what I want to know. Did they meet in the projects of the townhouses? So was Robyn, falling down the stairs trying to get out of that townhouse because it's so tight it fitted, and then a scholar was walking by? Did they meet? I was like, no. No, not Robyn and a scholar both living in townhouses. I can't. I can't. So they both living in the townhouses that are next to each other. So if you poop in the bathroom, I can hear you in the next room. When you come in and out the door, I can hear you slam your door and close your door. That's where a scholar and Robyn living at. That's how they met each other. Maybe they heard each other through the walls and stuff. Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, why is this show giving us, like, nobody got money, everybody's broke but Mia? What's going on? Just Gizelle house is a wreck. We don't know where Karen lives at, what house she owns. They say she renting. Like, what's going on? A scholar live in the same apartment complex as Robyn. Like, what is happening? And what's her name? Ashley lives in the mini condos that only got 2 bedrooms with her and 3 kids. Like, Lord. And she got to walk up a flight of stairs and catch an elevator to the 20th floor with a bunch of kids. Like, what is going on? Like, I just don't get this. Candice, yeah, she got an empty mansion. She got a beautiful mansion, but she was living in a townhouse, brick brownstone too as well, where her neighbors can hear her and her husband getting it in at night. Like, what's going on? So, what's up, Miss T? What's going on? How you doing? So, in any event, so we got that situation, and then Candice goes. So Mia is telling her to shut the F up, let me talk. Candice says, you don't get to decide, who I can come after and who I can respond to or who I can attack. So, she said who I can attack, she's basically scaring everybody. Everybody's scared of Candice. Candice is the big bad wolf. They all sitting there begging her to stop. And she just told them, y'all can't tell me who I can't respond to and come after and attack. So y'all need to stop begging and start getting to reading and start reading Candice down and get together and join in, double team, tag team, get at her instead of begging her to quit, begging her to stop. But it makes it seem like she has more power, and and she doesn't. It's just that y'all are scared of what she gonna say? Oh, she's talking about your feet, she's talking about you a streetwalker, talk about her life, talk about her being a sugar mama, talk about her and her husband and the life that she lived and where she chose to go to the bottom of the pit to pick a man and say, hey, this is my man. And then on top of that, the worst looking as possible one with no job. She got all types of emotional problems. Y'all need to be throwing bottles of pills at her, telling her she needs to get help. Y'all should be wearing nurses outfits, talking about let's examine her head. Like, y'all sitting there letting Candice reach y'all down to the ground and begging her, like, y'all got problems. Y'all really got problems. And so, and then Mia, I don't even know why you threatened Candice, because if anything happened to Candice, they're going to think you did it. It could be Bati. So in any event, Mia says that you didn't get a chance to know my mother because you were so disrespectful. Oh, no. So Candice says I didn't get a chance to get to know your mother because you were so disrespectful and you was rude and things of that nature. Mia jumped in and said, F you. So Mia can't express herself no more. She can't use her words no more. Excuse me. So now she's upset. Now she's mad. Excuse me. And so Mia's just like, F you, because Mia can't get nowhere. They act like Candice is not saying anything that's go, woo, wow, oh my God. Only thing she's telling you guys is I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. That's it. And what? And you guys are sitting there just so scared. Mia says that she's good on Candice forever. And she tells Candice to watch her back. Oh, Lord have mercy. Mia, we know what type of life you come from. We know what type of streets. We don't know what the people you know. We don't know if you still in contact with the croonies from the strip club. We don't know. You sitting out here on national TV. You ain't a thug girl and you ain't about it. Because if you was, you would not be threatening her on TV talking about she need to watch her back. That was very weak. Very weak. And then she goes, it won't be me. It'll be somebody else. Like, girl, like, we don't do that around here. You don't snitch on yourself on a reunion, talking all that mess, talking about threatening violence. Girl, we don't want to hear you talk about threatening violence. You had Candice in a room together. You had Candice everywhere. Candice was all up in your face talking reckless to you. She talked so reckless to you. You had to jump on your cell phone and act like you was talking to one of your friends. And then you had to disrespect Candice and say, oh, these broke bees don't know nothing about me or whatever. I don't like them. You didn't even have the nerve to say it to her face. So you need to fall back with them threats. You need to fall back with acting like you tough. You need to fall back with acting like you bout it. You need to fall back, baby, because you don't got it and we don't see it from you. And you had so many opportunities. Oh, you threw a bowl of salad. You from the group home. You from the streets, girl. You Candice should have been up in the air. So don't come threaten her now. She said worse to you in person than she said at the reunion. So in any event, that is what it is. I can't with these people. So in any event, so Mia basically is making these threats and things of that nature. And Wendy, Wendy, oh God, the imposter, Wendy. She had to jump in a situation. Oh, you threatened her? Oh my God, you threatened her? Ah! Like, if I had a tomato, I would have threw it, Lord. You threatening her. I was like, oh God, here we go. She's chiming in. At least Candice got a friend. Wendy was like, are you threatening her? Would you tell her to watch? Wendy jumped and said, watch her back? What do you mean watch her back? Wendy made sure she put, Wendy's a po-pos. She's the police. She works with them and everything, allegedly. So she's a po-po. She was like, what you say? So Wendy is a witness and her husband is a lawyer. So Mia, if anything happens to Candice, whether she do it to herself, Wendy's husband's going to sue you. This is too much. I can't take it. I can't take this. Wendy said, what you say? And Wendy's a teacher checking the classroom. Well, Wendy's a teacher teaching the classroom, but she has a problem student like Candice, but she like Candice, so Candice can cause terror in the classroom and everybody else better take it. That's what Wendy's stance is on the situation. So it is what it is. And so the Mia said, oh, with them rehearsed reads. So Mia basically is calling out Candice saying her reads are rehearsed, girl. They said she rehearsed them. I don't know if she rehearsed them reads, but I know y'all are scared of them reads. Y'all are scared of them rehearsed reads. Y'all are sitting there begging her, oh, we your big. Andy was like, these are your big sisters. Candice looking like, no, these mother effers ain't my big sisters. I don't like these women. Look, I can't help it. Every time I watch a different episode, I change my opinion. It's just so weird. Wendy glad she has a new body besides last year. Wendy, oh no, love angel. I already know how you feel in that situation. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Gizelle is full of it. Shush. Hey, Tony. Hey, what's up, Norris, Tony? In the classroom. Yes, girl. They're in the classroom. And Candice is that problem child that got all types of, disabilities, wilding out, running, and eat sugar all day and drink soda. Okay, what else am I? Hey, Sanders. Karen warned her. Gizelle warned her too after her getting her behind with Monique. Yep, she don't care. That girl showing you she don't care. She don't care. She told them, but Gizelle. But Wendy, yes, she did. Wendy sat down in that chair. You come from me, I will drag you. And then Wendy cleaned it up. That was when whatever field trip that they went on, and that old little house somewhere. Yeah, and that did happen. Wendy said I would drag you, but then Wendy cleaned it up the next week. Hold on one second. Then Wendy cleaned it up and said, I was only talking about my mouth. Wendy went on a press tour to tell everybody that she wasn't physically going to put her hands on nobody. She was just like, if you come from my family, I'm going to come for you. I'm using my words, So in any event, yeah, that's the situation. So where we at? The Mia says Candice, butt is kicking. She's really overdue for one. We all know that, but y'all ain't about to do it. 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 Like, come on. And definitely you. She was talking cash money to your face, Mia. Cash money. They probably would have forgave you and only fined you. If you would have hit Candice. Because it seems like nobody over there really likes Candice, but at the same time, she afflicts, she gets emotion out of people, and she gets people riled up. She got people, running to Andy's Instagram saying, fire her, fire her. When somebody gets that type of emotion out of people, they usually keep them. That's why they, when you talk about Joffrey, the villain of Game of Thrones, they kept him on the show for a little bit, but, when you can get that type of emotion from somebody, and people still hate Joffrey from Game of Thrones. But in any event, so, Mia's saying that whooping is overdue, girl. And like I said, none of y'all gonna do it. Then Candice said, who's gonna kick my butt? She's right. Who gonna kick it? You gonna kick it? They gonna kick it? Who gonna kick it? Who gonna kick my butt? Like, Candice is taunting them, laughing in their face and everything. And they just sitting there saying, oh, you need to change, you need to act better, and that's not going to happen. Then Gizelle, she jumps into the situation. Then Gizelle said, Mia is 3 times bigger than you. She's way bigger than you. And then, Candice is like, girl, are you giving Mia ideas to attack me? No, she ain't giving Mia no ideas to attack you, because if Mia wanted to attack you, she would attack you back down there on that field trip that y'all was on. The way you talked to her, the way you talked about her mother, the way you disrespect her, the way you was all up in her face prancing and talking about, G, come and get your thing, come and get your this, come and get your that. Lord have mercy, if you sat there and took that verbal abuse, then you ain't gonna do nothing to her. Candice is safe. And she's safe right now. Y'all got the only person off the show that was going to do something to her, which was Monique Samuels. Now you're sitting there regretting it, and y'all all wish y'all can put Candice in the shopping cart and push her down the street, but it ain't going to happen. If her husband can't remove her from a restaurant, y'all ain't going to be able to remove her right now from that couch. And she going to sit there and shade y'all. Y'all sitting there crying, grown-ass women sitting on the couches crying, oh, Candice, stop. Candice like, what? Who... Monique was about that life. Gizelle sitting there rolling her face, rolling her neck, like, oh God, like, what you gonna do, Gizelle? Nothing. So be quiet. You're trying to do underhand stuff to get a kick off the show. You know what I mean? Because you don't like the way she is, because she's not kissing up to you. She got a nasty mouth, and you check her. They can't. Why aren't they checking Candice? What is wrong with this reunion that they're not checking Candice? It's like they're all in fear of Candice. So I guess we got to wait for Nicki Minaj to come on the show and check Candice. So in any event, Candice said, Gizelle, what you encouraging her to attack me? Karen and Candice, and then Karen jumps into the situation. Poor Karen. This is too much for Karen. Karen done already reported Candice to the higher up, saying that she needed 5150. This is why Candice don't mess with, Karen like that. Karen said to Candice, my concern is that you going to step out into the street and somebody going to get to you. And that's not going to happen, Karen, because she ain't going to step out in the street and say that. She's going to do everything on stage with security with you guys, because you guys are begging for her to stop. Y'all are acting all scary. Y'all are acting like, ooh, blase in the third. And maybe her behavior might get her kicked off the show. At the same time, her behavior might keep her on the show, but especially she's connected really tight with Wendy now and a scholar, so she do have people to film with. You guys can refuse to show up or not invite her, but then the other ladies probably won't show up either, because Wendy ain't cool with Gizelle or Robyn. So in any event, so that's not gonna happen. She's not gonna say any of the things that she say to y'all, to anybody, to any average person, that confront her, because she knows what's the deal is. She knows her comfortability. She knows where she's safe and she knows where she's not safe. And that's online, talking her mess and sitting down filming for Bravo TV. She's safe. Okay. Now, if you started dangling that check, she might switch up. Because Chris, he ain't got what it takes to pay the bills. He can't afford. Come on, Chris can't afford $1 million house. Look at him. He ain't even working. Who do you think can afford that house? Candice and her mama. He ain't got no money. Come on, Chris ain't never lived in a $1.4 million or $1.2 million house. He ain't got no $1 million. He can't afford no $1 million. Where you think Chris came from? Chris is gonna try to act like he came from somewhere big. Oh, you lived in what, a big house? Not a mansion, but a regular, 3-floor deck of house or whatever. You ain't lived in no big ass mansion. You ain't never had the shit that you got with Candice. So come on. Miss me with that. Come on. So if Bravo start dangling that check and they really make it an issue that if she doesn't change, she's off the show, she will change. Because he can't afford no house like that. He ain't never had no house like that. He ain't never lived like that before. He ain't never had the lifestyle that he lives, that he got with Candice. Come on. Let's get serious. So therefore, to keep her husband, to keep her pet, to keep him in line, she gonna have to answer to the only man is Andy that she'll answer to. And she still disrespected his ass. Andy was looking for an apology. Oh, you're always involved in altercations. You're the main common denominator. And she turned around. She was like, well, they come from me. He thought he was going to get an apology from Candice. Are you serious? She could be making her own bed to get off the show. But if we tell her to change, she's going to change. Because, regular Candice can't afford that house. Okay? not without this job, you know. So in any event, that's just the situation going on. So, so Karen, what are you trying to do? You know, she don't care what you say, you know? So Karen basically is saying that me and Gizelle, we slice and we dice. We slice and we dice. We don't cut to the bone. I was like, okay, that's a quotable. We slice and we dice and we don't cut to the bone like you do. I like that. And that was like, okay, that was like a good saying, but it wasn't all that. Like, they ain't reading. They supposed to be reading one another. And so this is what's missing from the reunion. They're not reading. What Wendy's trying with her one line is, only thing good that Wendy said so far was, he don't like you. He likes women with integrity. When she said that to Gizelle, boom, bada bing. And then also when Wendy said to Mia, like, you guys only do missionary, so why do you need to get that type of surgery done? That was good. And then what Karen just said, but we don't got no tags, we don't got no disses that we can use. Like, what happened to like close your legs to marry men, things of that nature. You guys know Kenya Moore reads and Nene Leakes reads, Phaedra Park reads, and then you could just repeat them to everybody. I'm rich, B. I mean, but we don't get that from here. Like, they don't have it. And Candice just wants to be nasty because I just explained to you Candice's life. And this is why she got to be the way that she is. But Bravo threatened that money. Hey, that Monte. She would change up. She'll get real cute. And so basically, this is what Karen is saying. Karen is saying, like, me and Gizelle, we go back and forth and things of that nature, but we slice and dice, but we don't cut bone deep. And I really like that. And Karen says that we have a twist of humor. And I really said that, before, like, this is what, Candice reads don't have. They don't have a slice of humor, because humor to her, dark humor where you just get upset when you hear it, that type of humor she has. And so in any event, and then Gizelle said, you go too far, Candice. And she go too far. And then Candice turned around and said, girl, I go too far. She was like, Gizelle, you're the worst, especially when it comes to reading in the moment. You can't really read in the moment. Like, so what are you talking about? You can't even read in the moment. Like, when it's one-on-one reading in the moment, you can't do that. And Gizelle, how can you say anything about anybody when your so-called friend, you put on t-shirts talking about free my friend, free her husband, Ray. So what you talking about? Like, that was low down and dirty. That's just slice and dice. We thought that was dirty when Gizelle and Robyn did that to Karen, because Karen didn't want to open up and she didn't want to talk about the situation. Then Gizelle, so, Candice is coming back with defending herself as well. And then she has Wendy to remind her, to help her when things go on, like, oh, Gizelle did this, Karen did that, Ashley did that. So, because we all know that Candice said that she doesn't have a good memory, but in any event, so, Candice is, proving her case too as well. She said, Gizelle, you did that to your girl, Karen. What are you talking about? And then Karen says that she doesn't respond to everything that come out of Gizelle's mouth. And Gizelle said, that she's, oh, thank you so much. Then Gizelle basically says, well, I don't respond to everything that Karen said. Yeah, like, you guys are different because you guys really have a friendship. You guys really know each other. Candice is, every time she turns around, she feel like y'all are coming at her. Y'all are talking bad about her. Y'all are trying to change her, and she ain't trying to change. If her mama can't change her, what makes y'all think that y'all can change her? Like, y'all either gonna have to step up and get your reads down pat, or really ice her out, because she ain't gonna change. She ain't afraid of y'all. She ain't scared of y'all. Only thing Andy has to do is say, we ain't gonna pay you no more, and then she'll change up for you. Then she'll be different. But in any event, so you have that situation. Then Andy was like, what about, the shaming? What about, the body shaming and things of that nature? Candice came back and she was like, people been body shaming Gizelle designers. Karen done shaded Gizelle's legs and things of that nature. We all do body shaming, and that is true. But at the same time, their body shaming, you can just fall over it and not pay attention to it. Your body shaming is like, damn, you went that deep. Is you talking about me? I guess that's how they feel. But in any event, Andy said, like, what about shaming Mia's feet? Like, she's not saying that she's the worst, because they have been shaming one another and things of that nature. And Andy said, what about shaming Mia's feet? I was like, Mia wears a size 12. Go ahead, Mia. Mia, you put that foot all the way up. You can, your whole foot covers Candice. Like, if you had that foot covering her, Lord have mercy, it would be a crazy situation. But so, at the same time that they're combating Candice with her behavior, she's throwing up the things that they did as well. So then that makes them shut up and be quiet. And then that's the problem. They can't control Candice. And that's the real issue. They can't control her. And they got to find a way to control her. And the only person that's going to be able to control her is True Original, when they say, we ain't going to give you no paycheck if they don't want her mouth. Because Candice is kind of like a turnoff. Like, you don't. And then it's just like, like Karen said, it's not funny and things of that nature. It's not, it's not got the humor on it, because Candice ain't trying to give you no humor. She's trying to cut you deep so you don't mess with her no more. Like, Lord. And then Candice says, everybody, shades people. Everybody been up here shading people one part of time and saying nasty things and body shaming and things of that nature. Then Wendy, she got to jump in because she is the teacher. Wendy jumps in and she said, well, didn't Ashley shade Charrisse Jordan, basically saying that her breasts are lagging down to her knees? And so boom, bada bing. So this is Candice saving grace, because now they can't badger her about her behavior, because now she's coming back with what they have done in the past. So she's not taking accountability, because she's saying that they're not taking accountability, but they have apologized to each other in the past. I don't know if you ever apologized to anybody. I guess a little bit with Mia. And then Candice, and then Wendy jumps in again. Wendy got to jump into, Wendy ain't going to be outshined. She's a teacher. She's teaching lessons. And then Wendy said, what about Ashley when she came at Mia and said that Mia's, lower downstairs part was beat up like to a pulp? That's body shaming. And so basically Wendy and Candice is coming back with what they're saying that she's doing. They're coming back saying, well, you did this and you did that. So basically, they're trying to change Candice instead of reading her. And that's what we're missing from, the reunion. Just start reading her. Just start getting down. But they don't want that smoke and they don't want that fire. So it is what it is. And Wendy said people been shaming bodies and things of that nature. She felt like she was body shamed too as well. Ashley said there's a clip of Charrisse Johnson being shamed too as well by Ashley. Candice, then they get to, Mia's Instagram. And so Mia Instagram, the things that Mia is saying on her Instagram, like, she's doing too much. And basically Andy is saying that Mia's, Instagram is a disaster. Her tweets, her posts, the things that she's saying is a disaster. So basically Mia's trying to follow what Candice does. And Mia can't read really like that. You know what I mean? We seen her walk away. We seen her scared. We seen her not want to deal with the adversity of Candice's mouth. You know what I mean? Instead of coming back, I would have read it for her life. I'm like, I got big feet. And yes, I've been out there in the street, but baby, I would never take care of men. That's the lowest form of self-esteem, as a woman taking care of men. I was taught better. Mia could have did a lot, but it is what it is. And so, they talk about, Candice says that if she feels like she's being disrespected and she feels like she's being bullied, she's going to respond to the situation. That's just going to be the situation, point blank, period. And Wendy was asked by Andy, what do you think about Candice and, how she comes at people and what she says and just to her behavior? And so Wendy basically says that I think, what Candice does, when she says something, it lands, it sticks. And the thing about it is they can't. And then Candice says, do you think I'm going to stop my landing to spare the group? Oh, no. So basically Candice is telling y'all need to fall back. She going to cry up a storm. She going to say she's hurt because we got Candice basically saying that Ashley hurt her and she's disappointed in Candice. She going to talk all this mess. And then on top of that, she gonna cry victim. And that's the problem that we have. It's like you can't talk all this stuff and can't back it up. Then we see tears. You're supposed to be tough 24/7. Your life is supposed to be better than what it is now. You're not supposed to be married to a man like Chris, the way he drinks, the way he ain't doing nothing, the way he's sitting on his butt, the way he's a couch potato, the way he drinks too much, the way that he don't got no job, the way that he takes abuse from you. That's not the type of man you're supposed to have with all the big mouth and hooray, hurricane chimney that you got going on. And you far from that. Then you talk around, you cry, and then woe is me, let me get a Kleenex. And that's a problem, because if you would stick to your guns and live in it and not cry and talk about, I need therapy, I need help, I don't want her on the show. If you was about it like you say you was about it, you would be like, yo, I'm about to throw a party at my crib. Monique and Chris Samuels is invited. What's up? But you talk a good game, but you ain't about it. Then you're gonna start crying about Ashley. Ashley don't give 2 cents about you. Ashley don't care about you. Ashley don't like you. You're gonna sit on national TV and say, oh, Ashley really hurt me. Ashley don't like nobody but her husband and her kids. That's the only people she's rocking with. Like, look, I don't know when you ever gonna wake up. Oh, you want a pity party? Ashley's old news. You should have been crying about whatever Mia did. Oh, what did Mia do? She said you got a low budget video. You can't use them tears on her on that situation. So you're gonna jump back and try to use the tears on Ashley's situation when you and Ashley was tit for tat, low down dirt tag to each other. Both of y'all was dirty to each other. I cried. I was like, yo, didn't Ashley bring Candice on the show? Like, they ain't never seemed like they were friends. They ain't never seemed like they like each other. Like, what was this all about? Was this a fake friendship from the get-go? Like, what's going on? So in any event, and then Karen basically said, do you remember what you said to me, Candice? You told me I should burn and blah, blah, blah. And that's when Candice went to the people and talked about Candice to the director and the people over there at Bravo. And that's when Candice was like, you really hurt me, Karen. Well, y'all, I guess they're all going to claim that she need a 5150. They're gonna try to find a way to get you off that show. They're gonna use psychology to get you off the show. They ain't gonna use what your mama should have told you, but you too busy disrespecting your mama, so your mother can't tell you the play that they're running. It's basically about your mental. You should be sitting down having a conversation with your mother, discussing how well established you are mentally, how you have so much clarity, and have a session with your mother and show that everything is fine mentally, because that's what they're going to use to get you. Wendy's going to try her best to swim for you, and what's her name, Skylar, she ain't going to do nothing. She just want to keep that check. She's living in a townhouse complex. Come on, let's just not go there. So in any event, so you got that situation, and they just want to stop Candice from doing what she's doing. They're saying Candice is doing too much. Gizelle turns around and say she's been on this show for 6 seasons. And then, Candice is coming to her like, girl, you can't read. And then basically Candice bring it up the situation where, you use Robyn. You use Robyn to basically attack somebody. So what are you talking about? I was like, Lord have mercy. Candice is coming with her receipts. She's basically saying, girl, you use Robyn. You have Robyn right up in there and Ashley shop. So, you got that situation. So, you got Gizelle talking all this stuff about how bad Candice is. And so then Candice brings up, like, you brought your friend into the shop to confront Ashley, into her restaurant and things of that nature. And Gizelle was like, I didn't know what was going on. Everybody knew that, Gizelle couldn't fight her own battles and she need Robyn because Robyn is her fighter. Robyn is her people. Robyn is everything to her. So in any event, Robyn said, well, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I did it. And it just happened that way. Gizelle didn't know that I was going to go off. So basically they're calling Robyn and Gizelle out. They're calling Robyn out saying, hey girl, you ran up in Ashley's restaurant. You wanted to go ham on her and you did it because of Gizelle, but yet y'all calling me out. So, she's building a case for herself. She may be very unlikable, very, very unlikable to watch, but she's building the case. And Candice is very unlikable. Let's get that clear. She's very unlikable. She's even unlikable when she's on Instagram Live. She's even unlikable. It's just like, damn, you always see this girl always on the go, always ready like she doesn't have a peace moment. She doesn't have a serenity. She doesn't have zen, and she don't have none of that. So in any event, and Robyn basically said, what you gonna say, Robyn? Robyn said, well, Candice, you go too far. You dig too deep. And yeah, she digs too deep. Well, why ain't you guys digging too deep? Maybe they don't want to mess up their brand. Maybe they don't want to, say something that is going to stop them from collecting any more paychecks. So Andy's basically saying, girl, these girls are trying to be a big sister. And none of them, Candice is not trying to hear it. She's laughing at them. And then Mia gets called out on her text, basically saying all this stuff about a scholar living with her mother. She got our name brands and things of that nature. But yes, she's broke and busted, living in a townhouse. And then a scholar was like, girl, how do you know what I'm doing? How are you posting these messages all day long? So is your assistant working for you? Like, what's going on? Your Instagram, your social media manager, which we know she don't got no social media manager. She just lying through her teeth. She's just lying right through them dentures. And so a scholar, she wants to be all smart and bring some Xerox paper. We got Wendy, with a cardboard about what Gizelle did. Like they just doing too much. Like, why you guys ain't reading each other? Why ain't you guys talking smack? This is what the reunion is, to talk smack, to throw the jabs, to throw the reads out that gonna last until you guys come back on TV. We ain't getting no reads from you guys. But in any event, Mia's being called out, basically doing the most on Instagram, Twitter, social media, just saying everything and under the sun, and she's blaming it on her assistant. She won't take the blame for it. Then she goes, oh yeah, my assistant is like me. They're asking me, so your assistant knew that. Wendy asked me, so your assistant knew that a scholar was living in a townhouse. And then Miss Mia, but the thing about that is my social media manager person is very close to me. So it's just like me, like, Lord have mercy. You guys need to stop. And then we get to the Ashley situation. The Ashley and Candice situation is just like, it's so ugly, baby. And Andy basically that feels like Mia is a social disaster. Mia's basically taking blame for it, even though she's lying about it. That she had a social media manager. Mia being called out for basically saying that she was involved with Candice's husband, Chris Bassett, back in the day at a barbecue, but then come to find out that she was wrong. Wendy jumps in and said, like, everybody wants you. You talking about my husband, Eddie, want to be with you. So Mia's being called out because she done came for Candice's husband, saying that her and Candice's husband was in the back of the barbecue doing some things that is unmentionable. And then we didn't see Miss Mia say that Eddie wanted her. He wanted to put her name down on that contest that they were playing. So in any event, everything that Mia is doing is coming back to bite her, and she's not really defending herself really well. They're all talking about Candice's behavior, and she's coming back. Then she got Wendy to help her with the situation. So it is what it is. Wendy says, according to Mia, everybody's husband want to sleep with her. I was like, ooh wee. Wendy said, according to Mia, everybody's husband want to sleep with her. I don't know if Eddie want to sleep with her. Well, Mia looks like the girls that Eddie was following over there on his social media. Just to keep it thorough with you, just to keep it 100, Mia looked like the girls he was following. So in any event, it is what it is. And so Mia basically saying that, Mia's just, Candice was like, did you block me, Mia? Mia was like, are you blocked? And see, I'm blocked because you blocked me. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. So in any event, moving on from that situation, so a scholar jumped in with her situation, and then we got Ashley says, Candice, what you did to me? You call me a S word. You call me an S word. And then And then Candice said, I didn't call you an S word. You didn't call her an S word, but what you were saying was intended and meant that. And then so Candice was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Robyn, we haven't seen Robyn. Robyn's been MIA. Robyn hasn't been around. And then Robyn finally got something to say. She jumps in and said, yeah, at the restaurant. I was like, Lord, have mercy. Like, this is too much. Robyn was like, yes, you did at the restaurant. Yes, you did. She didn't say the word. She just said he's driving his S. Ashley needs to be Ashley. Yes, Grace. Facts. Yeah, she needs to be demoted. Sounds like the next part of the reunion is going to be dry boots. Love Angel. RR. Robyn seems slow. Y'all. Demetria Sanders. I can't deal with Candice, but those green-eyed bandits got to go. Keisha Osborne, child one is in Vegas with vampire from the underworld with no cameras. Ooh wee. Your Majesty, Wendy is ooh wee. Ew. Yolanda Franklin, hello all. This woman are all a hypocrites because they hit below the belt. Gizelle, Robyn, Ashley talks about Ray. Thang. They got in Ashley face. Robyn got in Monique's face. Love Angel says RR. He can stay. She can go. She crab patted with Gizelle. Anyway, crab patted with Gizelle. Ralph. Esco, Wendy may be a little jealous of Mia. You know she is. And it's not because of the color of the skin. It's not that situation. Miss T, next part of the reunion is going to be extra dry. Donna Johnson, please send Monique came out with receipts. Now everyone has them. Okay. Everybody's husband, Felicia Butler, no, but her fashion, Miss T. Norris Tony, Candice is all bite, no bork. She got no bork, baby. We got Raheem Charles. Candice and Wendy are the stars of the season. That's what it looked like. Vito, she has no chill. Miss T, who really cares what a scholar is doing? You wrong for that, Love Angel, but for real. Sanders, Robyn and Gizelle go both of these storylines is weak, and husbands don't want to be with you, and the other one keep effing other women. Lord, Demetrius Sanders, Ralph Esco, you have had them receipts. Bowie, they all copy Monique. Move from last year. Bring receipts trying to up her. Yes, you guys got a point that they're trying to bring receipts. I didn't even think about that. Like they got text. You got Wendy with a chalkboard, poster board, and she went down to Kinko's, or she had her husband's secretaries, or she had the college kids at her campus make her poster boards and things of that nature. You got a scholar with these. I was like, yeah, like they're doing too much. Yeah, you know. They don't like Monique. They didn't have, Wendy didn't have Monique back, but she damn sure copying the woman back to back, toe to toe. It is what it is. They should have sided with Monique. They did it. Now they scared. They so scared, baby. Like, this is not even a reunion. This is like, please, Candice, stop. Like, this is not even a reunion. It's about, please change your behavior. We're calling out your behavior. Where is, like, no reads, but in any event, so we get to the situation where Ashley and Candice is going back to back, toe to toe, where Candice is basically being called out by Ashley because Ashley feels that Candice calls her the S word, SL word, and then Candice responded was like, she did not call her. She said she did not call you that, Ashley. And then when it comes to Robyn jumps in and said, yes, you did, girl. You did at the restaurant. She didn't say exactly that. She said he is a SL driver. So it's not that we know that she's saying that to Ashley, point blank, period. That's what she's saying, but she's not using the direct word. She's, I can't even say the word that I want to say. I was going to say. So in any event, so this is Ashley. Yes, Ashley needs to be demoted. I mean, beyond demoted. I mean, she needs to be under the ground somewhere. She only needs to come up when people want to talk about how not to stay with a man this long. In any event, so when it comes down, Ashley said, yes, you did. You said that Michael is a SL driver, and Candice said because he's a S driver, who drives his S? Lord, like even Ashley can't read no more. Like nobody can. It's Candice, and Candice ain't really reading. She just going for the jugular, saying anything that she thinks that will hurt you and break you down. And you guys, you see how much she cries and act weak. You can't bring up her situation and what she's going through and how she lacks this and all her flaws. Y'all are too scared, but maybe they're trying to get her off the show, like you said. Like, Lord, so in any event, that's the situation. And so, Ashley basically is saying, yes, you did. And Ashley's saying, like, you and Candice said, well, your husband called my husband white tea. And then Ashley said, well, my husband did say that he responded back to him. That's white on white crime. So what you worried about it? It had nothing to do with you. And Candice says, you bringing up this S thing that happened about 2 years ago, and it was a post, and I said he's an overseer, basically implying that he is a S driver. So in any event, you got that situation. So they're going back and forth. And Candice is like, your husband called my husband white tea. Ashley said, Michael said that to another person, but you, on the other hand, calling me a S and saying he's driving me, that is wrong. That is low down, and you don't take accountability for what you do, Candice. You're not taking accountability. No, she's not. She's not going to. So why ain't you reading her with the facts of her life? She don't care what you say. And then Candice, she go, and then Candice says, girl, you need to go somewhere because you're trying to earn your check off of me. You're trying to earn your moment and your check off of me. You're trying to get paid off of me. So basically, Candice is saying Ashley's trying to come at her and with these shots and do, Ashley's weak too. So Ashley trying to come at me because everybody else is coming at me. So she don't want to come at nobody else. She want to be clean and dry. So she's coming at me and trying to throw this little shot that I said S driver, like people gonna feel sorry for her and Michael. You know what I mean? Like, we don't feel sorry for you, Ashley or Michael. We don't care. Like, you should have came with another read when she said that you was drinking while you were pregnant. That was better. But in any event, Ashley says, I have earned my check already. I earned my check before I sat down, girl. Yes, you did. And this is why Candice is saying that Michael is a driver, because he don't pay you. I can't with these people. Point blank, period. Nobody really cares about that situation. Ashley will show you how to get an old sugar daddy. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. So you got that situation. And Ashley basically said, before I sat on this couch, I got paid. And before you even sat on this couch, I was getting paid. And I'm going to be sitting on this couch after you go. So I was like, go ahead, Ashley, come through with that. So you got that situation. I was like, go on. Candice said, earn your check another way. And Ashley was like, I am earning my check. I'm earning my check right now. I was like, and then Candice said that she's holding a grudge against Ashley because Ashley really done some bad things to her. And then that's when Candice busted down and started crying like a baby. Lord have mercy. So, yep, that's the situation. I was like, oh boy, like, so basically, yeah, I don't know. I guess we gotta wait for Nicki Minaj because ain't nobody saying nothing to Candice. Nobody's really reading her. Nobody's reading Wendy. Like any other reunion, people be trying to get their shine, get their one-liners in, get it in. Like they all afraid and all stepping back from Candice. And maybe they're trying to make it seem like she's unstable. Maybe they're trying to make it seem like she needs a 5150 or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, it makes it look like you guys are the OGs of the show and you're running from her reads. Where are your reads at? Where are your comebacks? Where about you getting down and dirty too as well? You can get down dirty better. The way that you say that Candice needs to get down, how come you guys ain't getting down? How come you guys ain't doubling up what Robyn goes? How come Robyn ain't saying that? How come Robyn ain't reading? That it's like Karen said, everybody wants to stay out of the fire of Candice. They want to stay out of, her vicious mouth. They want to stay away. But then, and Karen said something very important. She said people want to start responding. And basically that means we are going not to mess with you. And we'll see how that happens. We'll see what happens. I put the StreamYard key inside of the chat if you guys want to, say anything or got anything to say. And I think I'm gonna put the number on the screen so you guys tell me what you think, because I can't really talk no more. Let's see. An update on my test. I went Tuesday, got the test. They told me that they'll give me the answer to my test either on Wednesday or Thursday. They called me today, which is Thursday, to tell me that I need to go back down and do another test because something happened with the sample as far as maybe it was mislabeled. But indeed, in fact, for me to get an accurate reading, I got to go back down there and take another test. So in any event, I'm still in La La Land. So he has money, but he always had older kids too. Shanice, vote for. So do you guys want, what's that? Put one in the chat if you want Candice to go. If you want Candice to be kicked off the show, put one in the chat. Let me know if you want Candice to go. If you want Candice to go, put a one in the chat. Who said, hey, Karen Huger? You guys are too funny. Mo, what up, Mo? What up, Mo? I didn't even see you, girl. I didn't even see you. Pat says, okay. You... so that means, yes, Miss T, the library card. Big Sister Gorgeous, one. Y'all put it one. Mary J, you need Candice to help you get the results. I know. Yo, I'm still over here wearing all this stuff in my house and being all protective. And yo, why they playing with me? Why they playing with me? So they want me to take more time to go to the place where there's a bunch of people in there that think they might got it, and I gotta go sit there with them. You know, I'm just like so mad. Like I'm about to go through the drive-through. Y'all see? Damn, all y'all want Candice. Nah, excuse me. Thank you, Katie. Got body too. Oh, thank you so much, Sanders. So that means half of the beginning of the video, but I was telling you guys about what Candice is doing and why they ain't checking her. Y'all was like, yo. I'm just, when I see it, I just gotta call it like I see it. It's like, yo, Candice is sitting there crying and everything. Candice is still dependent on her mother. Candice is still, drinking from her mother's milk. You know what I mean? Like, she's still doing it. Her mother's still coming in our house, living there, staying there, doing all that other good stuff, right? That tells you right there she's insecure. That tells you right there her mother has control. She has mommy issues. She has all types of issues. And then she looked at Karen as being like a mother figure. She even put her mother down for a second and looked up to Karen as being her greatest inspiration. Your mother, you don't even know Karen, Candice. So why are you saying that Karen is your greatest inspiration? She's like a second mother to you. That's why Miss Dorothy went off on you. That's why Miss Dorothy doing what she's doing. Like, Candice's don't have a good mind. Like, she's not stable, to do stuff like that. And then she's looking at Gizelle as being a mother figure too as well. Have you seen the show? Have you watched the show? You've seen what they did to you. So therefore, Candice is displaying all types of behaviors of a weak person. And all you guys got to do is ragtag her. She won't be able to take it. Like, you gotta run her off. Y'all ain't running her off. What y'all doing is there's begging and pleading with her to change. Y'all should make it hard where she can't breathe. Like the way y'all did Monique Samuel, made it hard, and then it looked like Andy and a production company, True Entertainment. They didn't give Monique the chance to put all the information out there and everything. Y'all made it hard where Monique said, you know what? I'm not even going to be bothered with the show. I'm done. Gizelle, you did so much back eking and acting and ooh to Monique Samuels, and you did it behind the scenes, and y'all can't do this to Candice. What does Candice have on y'all? Well, y'all sitting there begging this girl to stop. Like, y'all ran Monique off. Y'all ran plenty of people off. Y'all scared to run her off. Like, she's not stable. She got problems. All you guys got to do is keep going back and forth, ragtag her, make her feel like she's not welcome, make her feel this, make her feel that, make it feel like, when everywhere you go, she's sitting, she you just make her feel awkward. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. But they won't do that. So, Felicia?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Hanging in there, baby. Hanging in there.
You sound a little better.
Thank you. But I'm waiting for these inaccurate, none. Oh, don't let me start talking about the place because my video get demonetized. I've been doing good so far.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know where to start.
Anywhere you like, because I can't really talk no more.
Why these women who is 40 plus years old is scared of a 30-year-old? I would read, I'm in my 30s, I would read Candice up and down the street, starting with that Miss Pretty wig or another professor wig she got on. They
Facts.
should, they know better than that. Like, she know better than that with that mess on she had on. And she built up like a 12-year-old little boy. I go in on Candy.
Let me tell you one thing. I seen a video. It's on Instagram of what's her name? Ashley Darby. She's dancing on the beach, you know. And she's actually got a little bit of rhythm, but she looked like a man. Her body, like she ain't got no curves in her hips or her thighs. It's like a straight flat board, like it's the bottom of a man's body. Like I was like, oh God.
And she small too. She built up like an 8-year-old.
Nutty Professor wig. Angel loves that.
Like, and then Mia. Everybody know Mia is a pacifier, a liar. She be forgetting what stuff come out her mouth. Like she backtracks so much that she forget her own lie. Just like they always say, you gotta tell one lie, you gotta tell five more.
Exactly, because you can't remember the last one you told. Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts.
E-
That's all.
Everybody know that Gizelle cannot read.
And Candice told her that to her face. You can't read in the moment. I was like, and Gizelle shut right up. She's like, you can't read in the moment, Gizelle. You have a hard time.
And, and I forgot that Robyn was there
Yep.
towards the end.
Sad. These OGs, we can't even call them. They supposed to be better than this. That wouldn't have happened nowhere else.
That won't happen in Atlanta because how Candice coming around with her mouth and stuff. Oh my God, Kenya told her a new one.
Emma Crawford, Mia is a big butt liar. Why she gotta be a big butt liar?
I just call her a pathological liar.
I know. She's pathological with that mouth. Grace Turner. A bunch of middle-aged women saying it's okay to choose um the V. Oh,
But I don't want to go back last season. But last season they was against the V. But this season they for the V. You gotta pick your poison. But because I'm not trying to say the C word, but I
yep.
see it in a little bit in that franchise. I might be wrong, but a lot of people don't like Candice.
But there's a reason why they don't like Candice. Because they're not able to read her back, and she cuts deep and she cuts hard. And then she's not the type, like Gizelle said. I gotta repeat what Gizelle said. Lord Jesus, help me and forgive me. But Gizelle said to her, no, Robyn said to forgive me even more because I'm saying Robyn. Robyn said to Candice on stage, yeah, but you go deep, but then you just keep going. You don't stop. It's like, when Mia gets caught up, and she messes up and she get caught in a lie, or she's reading, she can stop and go on. Candice don't stop and move on. She stays there, and that's the problem. We want you to read nice, read good, and then keep it moving. Like, okay, where's the cake? Where's the crackers? Where's the jelly? Where's the steak? Where's the lobster? And keep moving like nothing never happened. And Candice don't do that. She just keeps going, and she keeps going and digging like she has to prove a point. Like she got to prove to people. And so seeing Candice's behavior, there's a lot going on with Candice. In my opinion, I think that I think she got some unstableness going on. But a lot of people are saying the C word. I feel you on that.
Like she got them type of problems. She need to talk to somebody else. Don't put it on TV. Don't even talk to your mama, because it seems like to me, she can't tell you what to do, because the thing what she said about I had cussed my mom out, and as me being almost 40 years old, I had fixed my mouth to say I cussed my mom. I'd be on the floor somewhere.
I can't even say what you said, Demetra. Lord, I know the way that and Grace Turner got a great point, that now all of a sudden everybody's choosing. You got Gizelle talking about, if Mia's 2 times bigger than you, she come after you, she's bigger than you. Then Gizelle says, oh, if she would have popped you in that moment, I would have been okay, fine with it. So basically, yes. And then Karen says, do you talk to people like that out on the street? Because I'm concerned for you. So people basically saying that, so far, everybody's saying that Candice is the common denominator, even Andy, that she's the problem. And now they're realizing that they made the wrong choice getting rid of, doing Monique like they did Monique. They did Monique dirty. Well, Monique said, I ain't even coming back to the show. I don't want to be a part of the show no more. And they console Candice. They follow Candice around. They refuse to film with Monique Samuels. They refused to have Monique Samuels around because they was with Candice. Candice was putting on, I'm a little baby. Help me. If you talk all that crap and you're supposed to be about it and your mouth is running like that, you should have been like, bring Monique. Monique can come anytime. We need to have part 2, baby. But no, she didn't. So that's what makes you so infuriating with her, that you talk all this mess, but you don't back it up. Like, you acting scared. Now you crying, oh, Ashley, you hurt me. Like, help me, Jesus.
It showed the difference, because in the early season, Ashley was just like Candice. Didn't care what she say and how she say it. But they used to get Ashley blues too. But Candice, she need to take that Similac out her mouth and grow up. That's all.
Ashley used to be nasty with her reads, but then the difference is, with her reads being nasty, Ashley could move on into another conversation, and that's what you don't get from Candice. Ashley would ragtag Robyn. Ashley would ragtag Karen and say stuff and keep moving like, okay, peace. Yeah, And that's what Candice don't do. She don't bring, and then Candice get gutter. She say things that makes you want to put affliction on her, because in real life you can't say Candice is not going to say that stuff to people that she don't know, and in an environment that she's not protected. She's saying this in only protected environments, on a TV show and on the internet. She's not crazy. She ain't gonna say that to nobody's face to face. She ain't gonna do that. She know better.
Yeah, because she know the difference between TV and real life, because somebody will do something to her. And Wendy, she just like Mia had said, if she was her real friend, that she had told Candice, your own mama was talking about all your business.
Facts.
And,
Go ahead.
and how her mama gonna talk about somebody with that dried up crochet hair she had on top of her head.
Poor thing. Poor thing. And they both, someone said in the comments that Candice has a hairline. I mean, a hair company, a hairline, like she sells hair and her hair be look. But that wig that she had on when her and Monique got into it, it stayed and it lasted. But in any event, yeah, her mother's hair look like her mother's too busy giving all her money to Candice that she can't afford a decent sewing.
I thought them were crochets.
She said crochet. They might have been crochet. They might have been crochet, Felicia.
Cause I looked at it closer with my glasses on and see that was crochet hair up in that woman hair. And you make all that money and you walking around with some crochet hair. I haven't wear crochet hair up in the late 90s and early 2000s. They could have talked about Chris living off of her. Talk about he low budget.
Oh, is that the truth? They're saying that nobody on this show has more than 1 million followers. That's crazy. What's her name? Kim. Kim has 3.4. Kim Zodiac. She has
Oh my
3
god.
million followers.
And that situation I seen yesterday morning before I went to work about her and her dad. I said, ain't that WH at its finest, honey?
Okay, Donna Johnson says, someone explain to me how many mothers talk bad about their kids. So why do you think Candice's mother was talking bad about her and her husband?
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you spoil the ride, you spoil the child, you spoil the child, you spoil the ride. And she spoiled her so much that Candy do her any kind of way. And she want to put that when she go around, people want a bad talker. But you spoiled her like that, created that muscle. Now you can't control it.
Yes, sir. First of all, especially with I'll be if I'm taking care of my daughter and the man that she chose, I wouldn't even talk to her for marrying that guy. What up, Dave Hart? What's going on? You wouldn't get no money if my daughter married Chris. Oh no, you wouldn't get no money.
If I find a penny off the ground, I won't even give it to you.
No, like all this life we created for you, and you chose this guy. You chose him. Him.
They should have do like everybody else, choose her spouse for her instead of her choosing her own spouse. Because to me, she's smart, but she don't have no common sense.
Everybody saying they don't wear no crochet braids.
That was back in the day, honey. They must be young.
Okay, one second, Felicia. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
And I'm calling from Arkansas.
And your name again is, I didn't get your name part. I'm sorry.
Tisha.
Tisha. Okay, what's up, Tisha? From Arkansas. What do you got to say? Thank you, Dave Hart. I appreciate that. So what's your thoughts on the little preview of what Sunday reunion is going to be like?
I think it's going to be fire. But what I need folks to understand is they need to watch the older episodes, because they were saying about Monique got pushed off the show. Monique got pushed off the show because she got played. She played herself. Because, see, at the beginning of the show, she was supposed to ice out Candice when she got with Gizelle. When Gizelle was taking her around, telling her everything. But, see, she never told her about the thing about the Charrisse thing. Because Ashley was going back telling Gizelle that Charrisse called her and told her that Candice became her friend. So when Monique was trying to ice out Candice, she got iced out herself because she was trying to be with the cool girl. That was the situation. She was supposed to ice out Monique. She was supposed to ice out Candice. But then the thing of it is, she should realize Gizelle hated you. She might dislike Candice because they got mad with Candice when Candice first came on when Charrisse was friend of the show, and when they were talking about Candice, because Candice and what's her name, Cameron told her, don't tell these people your business because they're gonna use it against you. So they was talking about Candice. And when they was in that little they went to that ice freezing thing to do some cryogenic or whatever they was doing, and Charrisse asked her, did your mama allow that ring? And then when Ashley and Monique and Candice went shopping, Ashley and Monique told Candice, you should talk back to these people. Don't let them just say anything to you. So y'all put the battery in her back, which Ashley said when they went to that little trip up in the woods, whatever they had went to. And then the thing of it was, when the thing with Monique, then like last season when they started that fight, Candice walked away every time. Monique got honestly mad when Candice and Gizelle was talking to Ashley sitting on that sofa when she's coming to get them graham crackers and looking for some rage to kill a bug. She kept peeping back in there. She kept seeing like, okay, we supposed to be icing out Candice, so why are they treating me this way? They treated you that way because they wanted you out anyway, and you failed for it. You got Gizelle come out to your house, you picking her up, you riding down in the truck, what's up, and knowing this woman don't like you. So you played yourself. She played you like Carrie when she went to the Don prom. You got played the same way because you knew from the fact that Robyn, Gizelle, none of them liked you, and you failed for it. They used you. You played yourself, and that's just how I see it.
Oh, what do you think about the reunion small clip that's going on?
The one that's going on now, okay, the thing that's going on, like you said, if you can't, when you knock on my door, don't be surprised on how I answer you, because when they come for Candice come back with fire. Don't get mad with me because you can't comprehend and come back with your weeds like I do. Yeah, she might go deep, but all of them have went deep. I've been watching this since season 1 when Gizelle was
1 second, but with Candice, she doesn't let go in the moment. Like they all go deep, but then they can go back and drink coffee and eat tea in the same moment and the same scene, and Candice won't let it go.
They're showing you how hypocritical they are, because if you had said that I got a disease, you honestly think I'm gonna be your friend? You saying this on national TV? You saying I got a hot pop? You honestly think I'm gonna be your friend? First you say I'm in Sing Sing is a prison, which you should have said smoked me a miserable. You saying all this stuff about me. And you think I'm going to be your friend. You going around telling people I'm a broke hoe. You think I'm going to be your friend. So all of them go below the belt. And just like when they talk about raised penis can't work, it's dried up or whatsoever. But Candice go below the belt. And when heavily on the
hold on 1 second. Hold on. KK says Gizelle is threatened by happy women with good reputations. Mia and Ashley are not threats. Lord have mercy. Okay, go ahead. So you don't think so? Does it look
like the Joker from Scooby-Doo when he started on Scooby-Doo? She's a big liar. She will tell if it's raining outside, she'll come in the house and say, "Oh, it's so hot and sunny out there." And then when you check her, she'll say, "Oh, my bad. I mean, it's raining." You can't listen to nothing that woman said. That woman lies so much. So yeah, she might got the money.
So do you think? Do you think that Candice can dial down? Like, can she read and then move on in a circle with the girls if they're at a restaurant? I think that's the issue, that she doesn't know how to move on. She'll keep going and keep on the same topic. I think that is the problem.
Okay, but listen, I know what you're saying, but look at the situation. She was at the restaurant. Who brought it up? Stewie Darby. She brought up all that mess at that restaurant. Why are you coming for this girl at this restaurant? Then you get upset when she replied with what you're saying. If you had that question for me, why you didn't ask me that question while we was at the house? Why you waited until I got there? And then first of all, Mia and Ashley was right there talking about this girl. This girl listening to them talk about me. If I'm standing in the kitchen right here, you talking about me, you think I ain't finna come out there and say something?
But do you think?
But
okay, we know she can say something. But do you think there's a point where she has to learn to continue on and not stop going and keep going? So you're saying it's okay?
She needs. Listen, don't get me wrong. She needs to. That's the point. That's what you're just saying. Yeah, she needs to stop that. But then you have to realize this. It's like when you're in a situation around different other people, and they're coming at you constantly, coming at you. They constantly coming at this girl. Like I said, I'm not defending anybody, but I've been watching this from season 1. they constantly coming after Candice. Candice only replied back when they being said something to her, and that was, she might cut deep. The same thing when people were saying that she was coming for Ashley. Okay, Ashley, you in the hospital having a baby. Why are you even looking at tweets?
That's what she get paid to do. That's what she get paid. She get paid. She's in paid. She can look at the tweets. Your phone's right there. You go look so you can respond. They get paid to respond. They get paid on Instagram. They make hundreds and thousands of dollars.
There you go. And like you just said, if Candice wasn't on this season, what was it going to be about? It wasn't going to be about Robyn with them white women bingo hat. But who buying them things? Macy's, child, please. Dollar General probably would take them, but not Macy's.
Okay, one second. All right, Felicia Butler, what do you have to add to the situation, the conversation?
I understand. Yeah, I watched the early season that Candice wasn't saying that. Huh?
I said we all watched the early season.
But Candice need to learn how to fold and hold. When you learn how to fold and hold, you can be a control. That's why she's have so much hate. People don't like her because she's a smart aleck.
They all smart addicts.
It's just that she gotta know how to do it. That's the only problem that Candice has.
That's the thing.
That's the only thing that she has. If she can learn how to use certain different, if she can just read where, oh my God, that read was off the chain, I'm gonna repeat it. Then it becomes a meme. Then everybody's using it when they're talking. Who gonna check me, boo? Like stuff like that. She don't read like that. So therefore, it's just like you're not carrying on the brand. And this is why Andy's coming after you. Now these ladies are coming after you and they're trying to get her off the show. And now she can do that, but I don't think she wants to. I think she wants to cut deep because she feels hurt. But at the same time, if you look at Candice's life, there's a lot of hurt and pain throughout everything.
Yes, exactly. And that's the thing with Monique. That was, you said Ashley brought her on the show because she knew for Candice from the pageant world. But Monique and Candice bonded a friendship, which I thought was a friendship. Okay, Ashley sat up and called you a drunk, saying that's the reason why you lost your baby.
All right, watch that. I'm trying to get this video monetized. Use different words.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, that happened. And Candice was there. She was there defending you. She was there defending you. She had Monique back. When Ashley was coming for Monique, Candice was there. And what happened was Monique really hurt Candice because Candice was the reason why she lost her friendship with Ashley because she was defending you. She was trying to defend you. And then you go back and tell a story saying that she wasn't talking about the vampire from the underworld, which was a lie because you sat in that car and said the man got treated like a stripper and didn't even get paid. So you with her and Karen when they was going to Katie's house down in that the woods where Katie was at. That's what you said. But you sat up and said you didn't say anything. That's a lie. Monique, like I said, if I'm your friend and you're gonna show I'm sending you text and you're gonna show my text to everybody, to the person that you know that I'm already beefing with, and I know you said some stuff too. And even when she did that.
Okay, one moment.
Call.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from and then hold.
Press 1 to send a voicemail.
Please tell me your name and where you're calling from and then hold. Okay, finish.
All right. Oh, okay. Hello.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Pat. Okay, so keep going. So you was talking about the Candice situation and Monique showing the text of Ashley.
Yeah, Monique was showing the text of Ashley. Okay, but Monique said some things too. And then when Ashley was sitting up and saying the reason why you lost your baby because you was drinking and driving and whatsoever, who was there had your back? Candice had your back. Candice had Monique back. Monique didn't have Candice back. Because like I said at the beginning of the show when people started watching the show, which I've been watching before then, Monique and Gizelle was planning on icing Candice out. Gizelle had put that plan into motion. And so when folks was going to talk about the common denominator is Gizelle. Gizelle is the common denominator because she pushed all that stuff through. She pushed Robyn in and go holler at Ashley. She pushed Candice and Monique. She had.
But hold on 1 second. Okay, you're saying that Gizelle is the common denominator, right? But you see how you said, but you see how you're saying that she did it behind the scenes, and she said this and she pushed that. That's the game that Candice needs to play, and she don't play that game. She says things to people that make them upset, that the average person that might, pop you. And so therefore, now that's telling her to calm it down. Her own boss is telling her to calm it down and blaming her. So if Candice doesn't change, do you think she's still going to be on the show?
The thing of it is, for some reason, people like the villain. They couldn't stand Kenya. Look what she had. They had a grudge against Portia. Even though Portia, look what she had. Okay, they got rid of Nene. Well, Nene got rid of herself because, see, she didn't know how
Okay, hold on. Okay, you got to pause. You're taking a long way. Okay, Pat Lawrence, what's up? What is your thoughts on this situation? Hey, what's up?
Of course, I want to say I hope you get to feeling better real soon and get all that straight. But anyway, what I want to say is going back to the beginning, like the young lady was on before me was saying. Now I saw it in the beginning too, and Gizelle definitely is the common denominator, and she always have been. She been the kind that'll pass a lick, poke the bear, and hide her hand. She'll say little stuff to get people stirred up because she find the weakness in them, and she takes advantage of that. Like she made a little comment. Excuse me. Like she made a little comment about Candice. If Nia had a popped you, I would have been like, oh well, in a way that's like sending a little subliminal message, like, okay, well, Nia kind of talks too much, and she might be a little weak. She might play into this and might just go ahead and start a little something with Candice so we can get rid of Mia, because Mia, really, in my opinion, Mia trying to play the Ashley role, like where Ashley used to say stuff and get this started and run back and tell everything somebody say. Mia kind of put me in the mind of how Ashley started out. Mia with the gossip. She'll say something, whether it's true or not, but it's just to get stuff started, to get people arguing, who said that? Why they say that? And when she do it, she that kind that's running and what you say, the bone carrier. That's what Mia, to me, she playing that part because she want to use that to kind of push Ashley out. But Ashley part is kind of boring now, but she still do that. She still talk to you. You tell her something and she'll go run right back and repeat what you said. Some things don't have to be repeated. Get your mouth closed on some stuff. Now, Candice's biggest problem is really not the women on the show. She really do like Karen, and she wanted Karen to be her, which is her role model. She looked up to her. That's because her own mother has really messed Candice up from way back. When the show first came on, she was talking to her mom. Her mom and her sister was on the show, and her sister would say stuff and just say what she gonna say and tune her mama out. But her mama and Candice always have had those little knick-knack at each other. I don't think she's so much spoiled Candice. I think Candice's daddy spoiled her, and I think the mama holding stuff over Candice's head because of what her and Candice's daddy went through. And, she looked at it like, oh, you his daughter and blah, blah, and Candice went, and I think back then she said something about when she was getting married and she wanted her brother to come to the wedding. Her mama hated the boy. And I think that was something that happened before Candice was even born. Candice didn't have nothing to do with it, but the fact that she went to her mom and asked her mother about this boy, that meant that Dorothy had this, she had to own up to it. When you talk to your dad. So she holding that over, I think she was holding the bad feeling she had for her daddy over Candice's head. So I can't control you, but I can control your daughter. So I'm just going to brainwash her because Candice really do act just like her mama. She acts just like her mama.
Just like her.
She do. And she look just like her. But I think that the fact she looks just like her mama, and she acts just like. And I think that Dorothy does Candice like that because I can't control your daddy, but I'm going to control you. I'm going to run your life. I'm going to make sure that you don't do anything with him, you're going to just have to come to me. And so rather than going to her daddy to ask for things, she went and she mentioned it to her mother, and her mother took care of it because her daddy not paying her bills.
Okay, one second, Pat. Okay, Felicia, what do you have to add in on that?
It just like I said in the beginning, she just need to be careful what she say to people because she gonna hurt. Because of course I watched the early season how people doing different, and then how they played her and Monique at the same time, and of course
they got played.
Yep. That's what I was saying. Yep. That's what I was saying because Monique, they know Monique wanted to be part of she wanted to be Gizelle's friend so bad that she was overlooking the point where Gizelle don't like you.
And Ashley, don't forget Ashley. Don't forget Ashley. Ashley went back and told Gizelle, well, I heard Candice said this. I heard Monique said. So but why is Ashley acting like she's Miss Goody Two Shoes this season? Why is she acting like she can't read? Why is she acting like she's so scared? Like, what's going on?
She tried to.
They forget when they being said something that them cameras always be around. And see, Ashley wanted. The reason why Ashley wrote that thing for Monique because you even tell me Monique ain't got no cameras in that basement. Girl, be for real. And this man, like Candice was, like Candice was saying, he out there crying. But then again, you coming through there grabbing somebody's butt because if you touch somebody, you're not gonna say, "Sorry, I won't do that again." If you touch somebody, you say, "Excuse me, I was just trying to get through." But they got this man looking like the vampire from the underworld. He can go around and grab people's butts, and they want to see him still on the TV, but you want to get rid of a black girl. Okay, yes, Candice got a mouth. Everybody got a mouth.
But okay, the thing about it is,
they said she just needs to calm. She just needs to bring it down. So she just needs
she needs to bring it down. Hold on one second. Okay. Hold on one second. Felicia, add in.
Yeah, we seen Michael Darby got away with a lot of stuff. He should have been gone season 1. But at the same time, it's a difference. But Candice just need to slow it down because when they start dangling that cash in her hand, then when she gonna start slowing down because money talk, BS walk.
Well, see, the problem with Candice is, with Candice is she got away with it because she fell for the okie-doke of Gizelle's plot. She fell for that, so now she got the big head and she think, okay, well, I'm in here. Gizelle gonna keep me in here. I'm not going anywhere because I'm doing what I was told. She's not thinking, okay, let me listen to Karen because Karen, was a mother figure and she was trying to tell me what was right, but now Karen's telling me this. Okay, maybe I need to listen to Karen because Karen wasn't really always in the message of setting somebody up and dogging somebody out. But Gizelle is the main one. But then when somebody get on her butt and call her out, this look then look like she's constipated. And they're
gonna protect her. And they're gonna protect her. He's gonna protect her. He's gonna protect her, and he's gonna protect Portia. He ain't gonna let nothing happen. Well, Portia gone from another fight. We know she our own show, but he ain't gonna let nothing happen with Gizelle because he ain't want to ask Gizelle them questions for real. Are you kidding? Yeah, he ain't finna mess with Gizelle. He ain't want to ask her them questions. That's just to throw people off. Just for people to say that. Yeah, right. That's what he said. People saying. People
I got a question for all three of you. We'll start with Felicia. We'll go to Pat, and then we'll go to Arkansas. What's your name again from Arkansas? I'm so bad with names.
Keisha, girl.
Keisha, why can't I remember Keisha? Shit, Keisha. Okay, watch me forget again. Keisha, watch me forget again. So, do you think that the group of ladies now regret supporting Candice? Go ahead, Felicia.
No. The reason why
hold on. We're going in order. Hold on, we're going in order. Felicia?
Oh, okay, sorry.
I think some of them do regret. The only one took their stand was Karen because Karen told them both of them they messed up. But Gizelle regretted even though she messy. Robyn regretted because she gonna follow behind Gizelle. Ashley ain't never liked Candice. She had went against Candice from the beginning. And Wendy, that's the only one who got Candice back is Wendy.
Only one. All right, go Pat.
Okay, I think Gizelle probably regretted it because she see Candice so outspoken and gonna cut her down, cut her deep. She scared Candice gonna come back and think about how you used me to get rid of Monique when Monique was my friend, but you turned me against Monique, you know. So she kind of wanted to get rid of it. Robyn, like she said, Robyn just stuck up. I don't even know why she even on the show. Ashley don't really like Candice anyway, so it don't make her a difference, you know. But if Candice stay on, at least she'll have somebody that she can battle with, you know, that she can toe to toe. Karen, I think Karen hate that they got rid of Monique, but she probably won't regret if they get rid of Candice because Candice just take it too far, and I think they might be afraid that Candice gonna say something that's gonna embarrass all of them.
That's what I think. Because why did they just sit there and begging Candice to stop? Candice, stop. You're supposed to be reading her like they were scared. All right, go ahead, Keisha.
Okay, I see it like this. They don't regret getting rid of keeping Candice because Gizelle, like I said, she disliked Candice, but she hated Monique. Robyn, she hated Monique. When Monique told her, "You think I'm gonna hit you so I can so you can sue me and make all your dreams come true?" Kept calling her broke and showing that she was getting iced out. No, Ashley is mad at Candice there because Candice stick by talking about that vampire from the underworld grabbing people, but he is a predator. And I don't care how you say it or what you do with it, he's a predator. But they want to keep him on now. And like she did, it is white privilege because if he was a black man, Bravo would have been got rid of him. And I don't care what nobody say because he's luckily ain't nobody punched the mess out of him.
All right. Don't go too far. I still need this to be monetized. Okay.
I'm sorry, girl, because it just makes me mad when people do stuff like that. Because I am a military police officer, and it makes me mad when I see what I know. I'm feeling like, is these people watching the same show that I'm watching? I don't get it. They can't be watching the same thing I'm looking at. I've seen how all these women did. I've seen Ashley told Katie, "You're not strong. You're not mentally strong enough to be in this group. You don't need to be here, or you need to feel the void between your legs in your heart instead of your legs."
Okay,
so, come on.
Another question? Another question. If Candice is talking all this Billy bad crap, I'm missing that she's saying she's cutting stuff below the belt where, like, if it was me, she would be decked. So she's saying all this. Do you think it's a problem when she started crying wolf?
The thing about it is, I think when she's saying this stuff, but I really do think Candice got a heart. That the exterior that they're seeing, she's trying to make it like she got like a wall up, so she didn't want nobody to hurt her. Because I feel like she's already been hurt. And so what she's doing is she's putting that wall up or trying to defend herself or say things, to protect herself. I think she has a heart. I really do. I think she got a heart, but she, like the other lady was saying, because of the situation, your mama calling you, saying you got you bipolar and stuff like that when you younger. So this girl had built up a heart. She built up to the scene where people have been talking about her, and she built up this, she built this wall up to protect herself. That's how I see it. I think she got a heart. She, like I said,
hold on.
To talk to her to mellow her out.
Hold on.
Does she need me to talk to her?
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so with that situation, and also what I was saying earlier in the beginning of the video, Candice to me is the prettiest girl on the show. To me, Candice has the best body on the show, and Candice doesn't have all this extra stuff. Why does she look so miserable on the show? She's arguing with her husband. She's cussing him out. She's arguing with her mother. Now her and her mother's not getting along. She married a middle-aged man that's a drinker now that don't have a job. It's like her life, what she's supposed to represent on the show and how she was brought up and the lifestyle with the money and the red carpet. She's just living like that average person below with the way that she is portrayed on the show. It's like she's never happy. She's never had. Hold on. Let me finish. So she's never happy. She's never showing any happiness. She's never showing that, she got this life. She don't got no kids. Her husband got kids, but she's not going on vacation. She's not throwing parties. It's like everything around her is miserable. And it's like you can't connect to Candice because it's just like, damn, your life is worse than mine and you got money and you on TV.
Sure, I think Candice. I feel like this. I just right too, but I feel like this. I think he was probably the first person. He was probably the first person she had sex with, because beyond me, I don't get it. But I don't.
I think she just married him to get away from her mom.
Yes.
She could have married somebody that her mom didn't have to support. She married somebody that her mom had to support.
But you know what she said? She said that my mom rather she said my mom rather that I married a doctor or somebody else, but I fell in love with him. You remember she said that,
okay, right? Yeah, hold on one second, Keisha. Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, I think she just did that to get away from her mom. I know plenty of girls that did that. Just marry first thing smoking, just to get away from their parents, just to get out of their parents' house and get on their own. But because her mom's so domineering and she didn't give Candice a chance, Candice didn't give herself a chance to get out there and start making money on her own. And that's probably why she went ahead and took this job on this show and married the first thing that she had. And like she said, she might have just he might have been the first thing that really hit it, and the fact that he was a white guy and he working at the restaurant or on the restaurant, and she thought she had hit the jackpot, so she figured, okay, well, I can do this and I can go on. But once she got into it, she realized that he didn't have all that he said he had, but it was too late then because she was already out on her own, and she wanted to prove to her mother that I can make it. This man I want, this I'm gonna marry, and we're gonna do this when we gonna.
But hold on one second. One second. Felicia Butler, what do you think about the situation?
I think she married that man because she's trying to escape from her problems with her family. True enough, but I won't marry. I understand she married the first thing smoking, but she should have looked a little bit further for her class. But she's just too reckless for me.
No, you think she? Hold on. One second. Do you think that Candice married this guy because she has low self-esteem?
Yes.
Probably so. Because, girl, first of all, y'all don't have that much money. Why in the world, even though my mom paying for it, that $200,000 that y'all paying for my wedding, y'all could have sent up to the courthouse, and I could have had a fantastic what they call a thing afterwards when you get married, reception. You had spent $200,000 and you staying with your mom. And what he's saying? He's staying there with you. If I'm staying at my mama's house, you ain't gonna be there. You gonna have to find me somewhere else to go because my mom ain't gonna be coming in when I want to do something. But my mama down the hallway. Girl, please, you should have took that $200,000 that y'all got and with them houses up here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Heck no. You let my mama, and then ain't none of the money came from his side. All the money came from Candice's side and her dad.
Okay.
Her dad. And her dad had gave her a cutoff.
Okay.
She was talking, I want this and this and this. Girl, please.
Okay, another question is, why do you think Candice treat her husband so bad on national TV? And do you think that is a happy person?
I don't think the reason why she treat him bad because he was a consolation prize. And that consolation prize she ain't got, she don't want it.
Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead, Pat.
Because he ain't no man.
Right, her mom built that up and talked about it and downgraded so. And with him with the corona messing up his business and his income flow, that made her feel like, well, you ought to be able to do something to make some money, to bring some money in. And so since she can't, she's looking at, well, I'm the one bringing in the money. If they want to do on the show, I'm taking care of the family. I really don't need to, but she don't want to lose them because the show is called Housewives. So she my
mama ain't married except for Karen and Ashley to the underworld.
Okay, 1 second. Hold on. We need Felicia to respond. Felicia, respond to the question about is the way that Candice treats her husband and dogs him out on TV. Is she truly happy?
No, because number one, I won't dog my husband out nowhere on no TV, no public. If I had something to say with an argument, we're gonna be behind closed doors.
And the thing about that is he lose his job on no COVID. The way it looked like he lost his job from that Jack Daniels. Well, if he put that down a little bit, he can. Yeah, maybe he can put that down. He'll be all right. That's how you see that man. God, please.
Well, I would be drinking too if I was married to Candice. I'm sorry.
And I ain't lying either. I had me a fifth of Hennessy every night dealing with Candice.
Oh my God. I don't even, only reason why I think he stays is because of the money.
That's what I'm saying. You use me.
He getting paid to be on the show, so he's making a little something.
The men don't get paid.
Yeah, the men don't get paid. They don't get paid at all.
They don't get no pay.
Well, he's trying to sell his food. He's trying to, be a celebrity chef.
Let me do online classes.
He better go on Iron Chef Cook America if he want to be a celebrity chef. A chop or something.
Okay, so what about Gizelle? What's up with Gizelle? Why is Gizelle plotting to get Candice off the show? Because it's like Gizelle is just like acting like Candice is the worst thing ever. She's throwing Candice under the bus, saying, you need to come. When Gizelle said to Candice in front of Andy, when Andy was checking Candice about her behavior, Gizelle said when she yells and she gets mad, she starts talking like that. It's like it's like you can't find Candice inside. It's like something takes over. Then Candice,
the same thing that she tried to the same thing that she said about Monique when Monique she had blanked out, she wasn't there. But what I tried to tell you from the get-go, they didn't want Candice on the show anyway. They wanted Charrisse back. That's why they was planning on icing Candice out with Monique. But then the thing switched around
real quick.
It switched. That's what happened. They didn't want Candice on the show. When they went to that place, she had caught my Gizelle bejeweled jacket, saying you need to sit down and what's up, because she went off on all of them. She called Charrisse her old grandmama. She went off on Candice, went off on all of them because Ashley and Monique told her to do that. And then when the girl did it, they said, Ashley, well, maybe we shouldn't have put the battery in her bag. Y'all the one told her to do it.
But did they think, okay, when you say they put the battery in her back, she's a grown woman. She should know what to do, when to do, and how to do it.
I'm saying, they was telling her, don't let people say anything to you. Because Monique herself, Charrisse was been her friend. And she was like, why are you letting them talk to you like that? When they say something to you like that, you need to respond back. That's exactly what they told that girl to do.
You said that.
Looking for clothes.
You said that, but at the same time, when it comes to Candice, she really I was just sitting here, like, I understand everything. I watched the show from the beginning. She really seemed very unlikable on the reunion. Like, you can't relate to her, and that's the problem. People can't relate to her that much, and especially when she's supposed to a little bit know better and she doesn't know better. And then we can go back to, her mother was a psychiatrist. Her mother self-diagnosed her, then I diagnosed her and things of that nature. But it's like Candice doesn't do anything to garner anything for people to like her. It's just like she's not aware that it is a popularity contest, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Candice had a sheltered life. You don't know nothing about that street life. You don't know.
No, because all her family was rich. Her family line is rich. Yeah.
She grew up in the hood. She didn't go to public school, so she don't know nothing about what's out here in these streets. What she knows is what she's TV. That's probably it. That the dude to bring her off over here in South Memphis and just drop her off, and she tried to
up here in Delaware.
Oh, girl would be pulled up, red up and down. Them little things that your mama that's trying to. I would have came back for at least I got my mom.
Okay, hold on real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys see Michael? What's his name? Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Come after Candice. What do you guys think about that?
He always come after somebody. He need to sit his butt down somewhere.
Hold on. Felicia's talking. You guys gotta hold on. One person's talking. We can't hear you. Go ahead, Felicia.
I said that he always come after somebody. He just need to sit his butt down somewhere. That's why he get red for fifth all the time, because he always stick his nose where it doesn't belong. And how he downgraded our type of women, and he married to one. Get out of here.
Right, one person is talking. Let her finish. You can't talk at the same time. We can't hear you. Go ahead, Go ahead. I'm about to say, go ahead, Candice. Go ahead, Felicia. Go ahead, Felicia. So you said, go ahead.
Like he married to one, he still downgrading us like that. He should have got rid. I can't stand him.
All right, go ahead, Pat.
Well, I don't really care for him. So he pissed me off. He was telling me like that. I don't care for nothing he says. I'm like, okay, when it's something to him and talking about a black female or whatever, a sister, I'm gonna be on their side, whether they right or wrong, because I just don't like him.
Go ahead, Keisha.
Yeah, because he talked about Kenya and Portia situation. But one thing, me and Kenya don't see eye to eye. But when she came on there, Watch What Happened Live with him was on there, she read the mess out of him. He stood up there stuttering like it was another day. He talks bad. Yeah, he talks bad about black women. He really does. And I'm not just saying it because of the situation with Candice, but he does.
So basically, half of the people on social media was cheering him on, and it was like, oh, he read her down. He said he was suited and booted, and your career is gonna end up like the Catch Me Outside girl. The Catch Me Outside girl is making millions of dollars. She's a multi-millionaire, and she has over like 30 million subscribers and followers on Instagram. And I was just like, but to me, I think Candice read him down. But I don't like Michael Rappaport, especially when it came to him going after the basketball player. I don't know if it was Kevin Durant. He harassed that basketball player. And once the basketball player responded, Michael Rappaport got on Instagram, started crying, and contacted the NBA to get the guy almost fired. The guy had to pay $150,000 to the NBA because he was talking smack to Michael Rappaport. And then the basketball player showed from 2010, how Michael Rappaport would harass him every single day on Instagram. On Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he do. He go around and pick at people, and then when folks come back and respond, see, he ain't no Candice. See, he can't come back and respond like Candice. He run to the bosses and try to get them fired.
Exactly.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's his bag. I'm gonna get him pushed so bad that they gonna want to go off and say something and intimidate me, and I'm gonna go and cry wolf.
That's what he did. Well, it's Candice cry wolf too, but in any event, I would never side with him. Never, but I think Candice read him down when she said she called him a melting face something. She said your face is melting. She said you melted face.
She called him a melting face dingleberry.
Yes, melting face. I died. I thought her read was better than his.
I bet that hurt
him. And then when Kenya Moore,
when Kenya face on the turn red,
she said melting face dingleberry.
Girl, he was up there stuttering. His face probably turned red. Like, what in the heck is a dingleberry? He probably even know what it is. Girl, it's just a mess. But like I said, I like Candice. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't.
Oh well, we know you've been defending her. We know that you're a Candice fan.
The only thing I'm like this is you gonna pick on somebody, and you can't be a hypocrite and come after me about something I'm doing, but you and did the same thing. You can't go say, "Ooh, I stole this candy," but don't you go steal that candy. But I stole some though, but you don't go steal it. So you can't tell me if you did something, but you turn around and tell me that I can't do it. So you got to come with clean hands. All the women on there have did stuff like you said, Cameron, go to the gut. But all of them have did and said some of the same things on there. But like you said, Candice just need to reel it in so much. Just reel it in,
and then she needs to stop crying because. And then also she needs to show happy sides. She needs to show that, okay, my life is good. Her life look miserable.
Good Candice like she in a standstill.
She's not a happy person. And so she don't know no other way but to hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So she been hurt so much in her life. That's all she knows is to hurt people. And Let me strike back. Let me bite back. Let me get them. Let me hurt them before they hurt me too bad.
Because they come for, like I said, they come for her. They come for her. But she just know how to answer. And that answer just look deep.
I'm going to say, I don't came from all of them. I don't have no favorites. I just a fan of the show. I don't came from every last one of them. All of them take a stand for me.
Oh yeah, I don't. I'm just telling you, the reunion. It was really disappointing to see that them all sit there and say, "Candice, stop it! Like, read her. You're supposed to be reading the people on the reunion. You're supposed to be getting. You're supposed to be like, okay, I'm ready to go in. They're like, oh God, Candice, stop! That got on my nerves. And then Candice Candice just looks so miserable, and it's like, damn, you're the most prettiest, you're the most youngest on the show, you don't got no kids, and your life just looks like you barely make it, like you barely happy. It's just, it don't make no sense. And then Gizelle, and then falling for Gizelle is just like, it makes you feel like Candice is not smart at all, because she falls for Gizelle, she falls for this one, that one. It's like she never, handle her business like she's supposed to.
She's an easy target. They know they can say something to her. She's going to be hot-headed, and they know how she's going to respond. They picking on her. Like I said, they didn't want to get her off the show anyway. They picking on her. And Gizelle, like I said, that's the main denominator of that thing now. That's a green-eyed woman that's light-skinned. The reason think of it, she don't like black women, but she don't want to be a white woman either, because that's meaning.
All right, let's not talk about race. Let's not talk about race. Let's not talk about race. Let's not do that.
Let me say that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Pat has something to say. Go ahead, Pat.
No, I was just saying, why you say?
Listen, I'm a police officer, man, so I shoot it. Yeah, because that's just how I see it. I'm going to tell you just how I see it. I'm a person like this. If I can't help you, I don't need to be in your life. If I can't help you, I'm not going to do anything to say that to try to bring you down. So see, when you did this ditch, you know, we'll get ready to do the other ditch, because you won't fall. You might not fall in it right then that day. But when you get right in that corner, you're going to fall in that ditch. And so why would I want to put myself in that situation?
Yeah, they setting her up. And in a way, Kara trying to tell her, just tone it down. I'm really afraid. She really needs to try to be friends with somebody on there, preferably an older person. Because Karen talks stuff, but Karen is a good-hearted person. She will help you do something to her aspect of it. She told Candice,
but see, Karen told her from the get-go, don't tell these people your
business.
Yeah, she did. So that's what
the thing about it was, but see, the thing about it was Karen shouldn't. She was going by what Monique was saying with the paperwork and stuff, and we shouldn't have been looking on the TV like Karen. We seeing the same thing. Sure enough, like I said, Candice walked away from Monique the whole time that season. But until they got into that barn, when Gizelle brought that mess back up, because you should focus on that drinking. Why would you bring this mess up right here?
Well,
you did this. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Over there and pushed it. She was the first one that
she was the one that pushed her. So why didn't let them talk about? So why she's not getting in trouble? Gizelle was the one that pushed Monique. But y'all ain't saying nothing to Gizelle, because that's Andy Puppet. He gonna protect her. You see how he was coming for her last season, and how he was sitting there looking when Monique brought that book out, and it was sitting there looking like them little boys that be on that Sally Dick and the little books in first grade. How them little boys be sitting there looking. That's how he was looking like Dennis the Menace.
You can't really trust Andy either. He kind of
But baby, Gizelle ain't going nowhere. He gonna hold on to that one. He's gonna hold on to her.
Alrighty, guys, it's 2 hours. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for calling in. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you jumping on the StreamYard. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Pat Lawrence. We're gonna call it quits because I gotta do Black Ink Crew review because I heard it went down, baby.
Wow.
My family, so we good.
Okay, what you say?
Good talking to you, girl. I love you.
Love you too, Keisha. Thank you for your point of view. Everybody's point of view is welcome, even if we don't agree with them.
There you go, girl. We can see it walk away.
Amen. See, bye-bye. All right, Pat Lawrence, what do you like to add?
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Look, you take care of Mary, because we can't go on with this show if she's not here.
Amen.
Take care of herself.
Amen. Yeah, I gotta go back down to the spot. Thank you so much. What about you, Felicia Butler?
Everybody have a good night. Have a blessed day. And Candice need to learn a lesson that when Karen went to your boss last season, that should have been an example for you. But you need to grow up and tone it down. Y'all have a good night and a blessed day because tomorrow is not promised for nobody. And Mary Jane, I pray that you feel better.
Thank you guys so
Me
much.
too,
I
girl.
appreciate that. Thank you,
Y'all have a
Keisha.
good night.
You too.
Much love. Thank you guys. Peace and love and blessing to each and every one of you guys. And thank you so much. And also, let's keep, what's his name? Christopher. Damn, I forgot his name that quick. Christopher Williams. Christopher Williams, you know, he's in a hospital.
Oh, yeah.
He's in a hospital and allegedly he's in a coma. That is what his cousin Albie Shore said. So keep him in your prayer. Christopher Williams ain't doing good right now at all.
Well, Christopher Williams been doing good since he left New Jack City because I don't know what happened to him.
I know. All right, thank you. Much love, Keisha.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Bye-bye, peace. You're so sweet. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for being understanding too as well, because I know we all have different opinions. We all think differently about each and every one of these cast members. Thank you so much. I can't wait to feel better. I got to deal with these incompetent people again. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I got to be efficient, but yeah, everybody can be inefficient. But thank you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and thank you for spending time with me, and thank you for congregating together and just saying what you need to say and just having a good time. And I appreciate y'all. Much love to my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. And Dave Hart, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's good to see you. And thank you for all the donations. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Kate Got Body, for the super chat too as well. And everybody that gave super chats, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it because Lord have mercy. You know, a sister be out here and they be demonetizing your girl. And I appreciate y'all spending your hard-earned money. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have a membership. Thank you so much because the support is very well needed and is going into the channel. And thank you. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all that's been here for years, coming through all the time with your support. Even if you don't agree with a sister, you come through and say what you need to say and keep it moving. And I appreciate that. Much love. Oh.